I'm a fraud. Everything I foretold was in fact a lie. I apologize. I know many others have left that LOAON feeling a little bit weird, and I myself have been trying to wrap my head around it. We got a lot of things, most of it very small quality of life, but a literal fuck ton of it. Elixirs and Transcendence saw a rework of sorts to be new player friendly and not just a gold nerf, but this was expected. Great, but not a super big surprise. Similar to this is the Thamine and Echidna Solo. Really fun, really cool, great for new players. I will say the help options they have suggested they have and the input of Arayas into the solo vendor is actually pretty awesome. Very curious about these advanced honing scrolls. There's a long laundry list of quality of life here that are super great, especially for the new players. We have 3 raids, one after Brel, a strike raid, and the big bad Kazaros. We even have a new class. Now I'm not that stoked on it, but I am happy that in March of last year, I made a female Ayaya that has sat dormant in my character inventory. It was a guess basically of the next announced class, one of 3. So I guess I'm happy, but it doesn't look like something I'll enjoy that much. On paper, this has been a great LOAON, but I'm left slightly, I really don't know what this feeling is. I guess looking at previous LOAON presentations, there's always been this these kind of key nuggets spread throughout that got me excited about the next few months. This is kind of LOAON's purpose, showing a 6-month forecast of what to look forward to and amendments to current slog and gripes to keep its audience locked in. Those latter things were definitely largely addressed, but I feel like some of the exciting future aspects for current active longtime players was lacking. Previous LOAONs had the debut of Fate Embers, reductions of dailies like 1 Guardians versus 2, advanced honing was announced that at the time seemed like a really great system to address the honing problems to go from 1620 to 1630 range. Most notably, last summer's LOAON was just pure adrenaline rush from start to finish. These are just a small amount of these little nuggets they throw in, but all these small nuggets lead to a culmination of a kind of refresh to the daily slog in the game and reignite the audience, especially me, for the next few months. In my opinion, a lot of the runtime seems to focus on super small quality of life that they throw in on random patches midway throughout the season and aren't addressed as heavily usually. The other bits were super helpful for newer players, but that doesn't really make it that exciting for the current player base, whom is supposed to get hyped from the event. I feel like small things like showing any detail about the strike raids, besides saying they're casual-ish content with 4 people, or harder for the 8-man version. Any visual of the upcoming Kazaros raid would also be cool. I get it's super far away and probably hasn't really got too much legs to stand on, but some form of hype rather than just saying it'll be more to spare than Thamine isn't the most exciting thing for a lot of people, except for those select few who really are into that sort of thing. I would have loved some addressing of the Ark passives for current 1660 players whom can't feasibly push to 1680 for their quality of life updates at those nodes, or at the very least making advanced honing less cancerous to do at that eye level. I get that they've set up new systems for new players with the Makoko Express help with these scrolls, but what about these players stuck at 1660? What do they do? I get Brel Normal has an option using Karma to get these points, but I think some twinkle of hope for the future would have been great. It was a huge copium for me to want more nodes on the Enlightenment tree, but I think not even announcing more avenues for more potions was a little bit of a misstep, as we're still kind of assuming that they will announce some with the release of the new continent, but I think just hyping it up would have added something to it. So some hype, at least, for someone like me. I think I'm just getting to the point where I'm starting to sound like I'm from the Reddit bitching about every single thing, so I should probably chill out a little bit, but I just wanted to come out here and vent, see what everyone else is thinking. I still love the game, I enjoy it. I just don't think that this LOAON was as successful at setting out to do what it's supposed to do, hype up the next 6 months to a high level. They have a lot of building blocks there with the whopping 3 raids announcement. That's very exciting. It's just, I think they could have structured it better to highlight the important things and maybe highlight those raids a little bit more. I don't know. Let me know what you think. It was a great LOAON for incoming players, no doubt about it. So I'm happy about that and excited to see what Amazon has in store for us next week. Just let me know how you feel about the LOAON. I'll see you in the next one.